Welcome to Dorker Realms. While most gamers will be familiar with Dungeons & Dragons from the newest edition of the game, there is a movement amongst some players called the Old School Revival, taking inspiration from the design philosophy of the earliest editions of D&D and bringing them into the modern era. These games and adventures emphasize the weird, the challenging, and the hardcore. Bear witness as our intrepid players explore unusual and dangerous tales in these old school adventures.
Welcome back to Dorker Realms, everyone. We're doing something a little different today, as Petra and Valerian are off doing whatever it is those two do in their real lives.
Cucking with Pothos. No.
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh, wait, you said real lives. Sorry.
Huh.
Sorry.
How would Pothos get in there? I mean,
I don't want to think about it, and I'm not
kinda
going to
like
address it.
sealed in there.
Hey, leave him alone. He's just a
Maybe
kid.
she has a flap.
What?
Well, she has a flap for pooping, so maybe she has a...
Oh, you meant Valerian. I thought you meant
No,
like a mutant goat.
no. He meant Petra, who's sealed in the armor.
I was still thinking about nude Valerian, and like Bindel be like, I can't help you. Your nude body disgusts me. I'll help the never nude.
Okay.
The opposite.
So what we're doing today, our loyal listeners, is we're kind of having like a little bit of an improv session, and I guess I'm going to leave this in too, so you'll just have us talking. Anyway, Bindel L. Johnson here. I'm going to invite Reza to meet my sponsor, Count Robert, before we go on our first adventure, which we're currently in the middle of.
You turned your head.
You turned your head.
Okay. I'm just letting you know. Don't let it get away from you. Yeah, you can do that.
I won't let it get away from me anymore.
Better.
Reza, I would like you to come to dinner with me.
I'm reading this in a note.
Please attend at Count Robert's Manor. Tonight, after sunset.
Oh wow, they don't have like address numbers. It just says his manor because he's like a big duder.
It's the one on the hill.
Ah, that. See, he knew I would ask that question.
P.S. Don't bring your aunt.
Oh, okay. Geraldine! God damn it! Meatloaf! Cancel it! All right, cool. Reza goes up into his room where there is a litany of soiled sheets, and he tries to find like his good pair of shoes, and realizes he doesn't have any.
How humid is it in there?
It's like the Predator's ball sack.
Swamp in there.
Yeah, it's a swamp ass. That's right. It's a crevice.
Puddles! Puddles!
What?
I thought I asked you to do the laundry.
Do your woman's work. I'm out there pilfering and pocketing because I'm lawful good. I'm lawful freaking good. I pick up my mirror and I look at it.
My Puddles is so good. I'll do the laundry after all.
That's right. And then I pretend to be like the Joker from the trailer. Where it's just I grab my mouth and I'm like, clowns are scary. Yeah, this is totally in canon. I see that there's 2 bread boxes, and I put those on as shoes. Don't ask where the bread is.
Sometime later, Reza arrives at the manor of Count Robert.
Is there like a bell I ring, or do I like knock, or is there a person that comes to... Okay.
A wizard always knows when his guests arrive, Reza.
Well, I knew that you wouldn't give me a time, so...
I have no concept of time, which is why I told you to come after sunset.
Right.
Also, I was looking out the window.
Oh, okay. So you have a concept of when light moves. Okay, sure.
I like your shoes, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I click them together like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
Better than that elf we hired.
Which one?
Valerian.
Oh, right. Oh, you know what? I hate to say it, but I see Asian first. I can't get around that part.
He's a Far Eastern elf, not Asian.
Oh. So he could be like any type of Eastern.
Well, east of here. I don't know. Maybe he's East European.
What? So Valerian's just Sussex? Just
He just said he's a Far East elf. I don't know what that means.
Oh, he's a Slav.
he's a Slav.
Anyway, please come in.
Super pale. Just
We're going to have a fancy meal with my sponsor, Count Robert.
oh, great.
Also, if he asks about the time cube, tell him that they definitely sometimes go bad due to extraneous magic events in the world.
Can I just default to I'm a stupid ass thief?
I don't know that I would tell him you're a thief.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I just default into like
Also, don't tell him you do upper story work. I know that's your go-to.
upper story?
You know, the term for when you do a con. Oh, you don't know Thieves' Cant?
I
read a book about it.
I don't like this like highballing. Like we just do it, you know? It's kind of fun. I don't whatever.
Look,
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
cool.
telling you to be on your best behavior.
All right.
You already wore bread boxes for shoes.
The best bread boxes in my domicile.
How many do you have?
2. The ones I'm wearing.
This way, this way.
Master Bindel, Master Robert is already waiting in the dining hall. Is this your guest for dinner?
He is the person I know who I've asked to join me. Yes, thank you, Edmund.
How shall I introduce you when you make your entrance to the dining hall, sir?
Reza, the lawful.
Reza the Lawful. Understood.
Please pronounce the L in the beginning. I get Reza the awful all the time. So
Understood. And Master Bindel, would you like the regular introduction?
Yes, please.
Very well.
he lets you say only his first name. That's amazing.
Edmund and I go way back.
How do you know? You have no concept of time.
I had a concept of time before it happened.
Yes, I knew Master Bindel when he was just a wee sprout back at the Northern Library when I was the head janitor.
Head janitor. So there's like a bunch of janitors.
Yes.
Oh, the Northern Library was huge.
Wait, what?
I received
Sorry.
the position on account of the fact that I was the only living person amongst the janitorial staff. It was hard being in charge of animated
Animated prose?
Brooms! Brooms!
They were so rebellious, they never wanted to do what I said.
Well, after the whole incident with the wash buckets, the brooms just never felt like they got what they deserved.
Oh, I learned animation, and we would just push slinkies over. That's why my boob animations aren't as popular.
I remember those days I had a fling with one of the water buckets.
Ooh, I didn't know about this. This is quite scandalous.
As I called her Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Those brutes from the Inquisition. I can't imagine what they did to her.
Oh, the Inquisition. Disgusting. They kept it for themselves and they put it in their spank banks.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they had a giant bonfire and burnt everything burnable,
Yeah, that's what they do.
including the water buckets.
Felicia.
Anyway, maybe I'll handle the introductions, Edmund. You seem a little out of it.
No, I insist every gentleman deserves a proper introduction when they enter the dining hall.
Well, I guess I'll get one then, and I'll introduce Razor then.
I think normally the servant.
But
if you would like
no,
to.
it was a joke that he's not a gentleman.
Oh, you put one over old Edmund there.
Do you have like a jacket I can wear? Like, is there a dining jacket maybe to look more presentable? Because like you're making me all
course.
weird and nervous. Okay,
I'll get you one from the closet.
fantastic.
The spare jacket.
38 long.
The peasant sleeve, as we call it.
The peasants. My Aunt Geraldine sometimes complains we don't have enough lambskin peasant sleeves. I don't know what that means. It's probably sausage related.
She must have ran out, or, well, I guess she's not your mom, right?
Aunt.
What happened to your mom, Reza?
What happened to my mom?
No, you know what? We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for this.
I can see that you don't want to tell it. It's fine. We can just have dinner like we planned.
Look, there was this man she met.
I'll be honest, I'm going to ask in the middle of dinner if you don't tell me now.
I'm telling you now. And he just had this really good chili, and he was a spoon salesman, and I don't know. Do you know of the Jennas?
No.
No?
How would I know of the Jennas?
Well, I don't know. You seem like you've read a lot, and they have a entire they're these famous chefs, and they're really known for their stews, but specifically large cauldrons with spoons and ladles. Oh, the noises I would hear, little bubbling, the crackle of the fire, and then the sloshing when they dump in like potatoes and carrots and
Okay, so
oh, the mutton. Oh my gosh. Look, people think roasted mutton's good. No. You stew that. 4 hours later, you're in slop heaven. Just
Take your damn jacket.
okay, right, but what does this have to do with your mother?
oh yeah, he was a swindler. Total swindler. He thought he could get her to be part of his here, if you sell these designer spoons, you can get your friends and your neighbors, and if they sell spoons, you'll receive payment.
Ah, the old three-sided scheme. I've heard of these.
Yeah, the three-sided scheme. The cheerleading, standing on top of each other scheme.
Yes, a Pythagorean scheme.
Yes, the Pythagorean scheme. That's the proper term. I forgot about that. Good call, Edmund.
And
Thank you, Master Bindell.
because of that, my mother earned a reputation as a scoundrel. And our family name, the McNallys.
Wait, your last name's McNally?
Puddles McNally is what Geraldine calls me. And yeah.
I just know you as Reza,
Yep, that's the rebranding.
the lawful.
And that's why I say it. So people have to fight a little bit. You know, they're like, are you a No, that's Reza the Lawful. That couldn't be a McNally.
And then when you steal their stuff, they're like, goddamn Reza the Awful.
Or they never realize it. And there's a nice spoon left there because I had a really hard time.
Wait, are you now the spoon thief?
Wait, if I give you a spoon, is that really thieving?
No, you don't steal spoons. You're known as the spoon thief because it's your calling card.
Yeah,
You're the spoon thief?
I am.
You were responsible for that theft down the way at the old museum?
Yep, that was me.
You stole that woman, or that thing.
Yeah, no, I did. I stole that woman. It was just the arms.
It's crazy that you stole
Milo, yeah, huh?
only the arms from a statue of a woman.
Yeah, Milo to Venus, because Venus de Milo is the woman with no arms. So I'm out there armed and one less spoonless.
I heard that the statue actually sells for more money now that it has no arms.
Damn it, McNally, Puddles.
Also, they left the spoon in the statue's mouth. They said it gave it character.
Well, I mean, I guess, it helps that I contributed. That's probably the real reason, right?
No, you're not getting credit for it.
No. But
They're saying it was the pop-up artist who created the statue. Banksy, I think his name was.
Banksy. Damn Banksy. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, that was me. So what am I going to do with these?
You're not going to steal anything here, are you?
You know I would never tell you that. Come on.
Can we just get to dinner already?
I wasn't
All right, follow me.
I wasn't 4 water buckets yesterday. Sorry, Felicia.
Now introducing to the dining hall, Master Bindell L. Johnson, Grand Librarian of the Great Northern Library, conqueror of the lost city of Atlantis, master and sage known from out north out to the east, the great light, lighter of the bonfire, provider of knowledge, he who will know all things, and his dining companion, Razor the Lawful.
Da!
Yes. You know the hardest part about conquering Atlantis, by the way, Reza?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Finding it.
Oh. I see what you did there. Most people wouldn't, but you let me in on the secret. That's why you're Bindell, the finder of the lost city of Atlantis.
The conqueror of the lost city.
Conquered what you couldn't find.
I found it. It's no longer lost. Now it's conquered. The conquered city Atlantis.
Okay. All right. You know what? I was there the other day. Shouldn't have doubted you.
It is good to see you again, my friend.
Oh, Count Robert. It's so nice to meet you. Or again, meet you again.
Such a humble man you are, my friend, that you do not include your great discovery of the time cube in your introductions.
I think you deserve all the credit for that. You paid me to go get it.
Ah, thank you, mon ami. And this must be your friend, Zuta Lors. Reza, was it?
Yeah, I'm surprised to meet you as well.
Well, please, have a seat.
Oh boy, this is nice.
Oh, thank you. I am glad that it meets with your approval.
Oh, you don't need my approval.
It means so much to me to hear you say that.
Cool. So you guys are like living together, just 2 hip bachelors kicking it in the
Correct.
villa.
Well, he's my adventuring company's sponsor, or I should say our adventuring company, since you negotiated to be part of it.
Oh, so you're like a TM or copyright or LLC, and I'm just like,
He's kind of like your boss.
I was under the impression I was a contractor.
I prefer to think of myself as like a cool boss, like someone you can really relate to.
I don't know if you saw my address. So your address is House on the Hill. My address is 5 paces south of a pig slaughter facility and a shit pool for the pig slop.
Whoa. Don't sell yourself short.
Geraldine still lives there.
The pig slaughter.
The pig slaughter. That's fair. And you know what the sad part is? That's a timeshare. I have to leave every 6 months because other pig shit sloppers, and we even go 10 more paces down to our new address, Goose Poop Alley.
Oh no, not Goose Poop Alley.
Goose Poop Alley, it's the worst. I just sit on an apple crate, putting a pillow over my head, trying to, drown out the sounds of honking and.
Oh my boy. I mean that figuratively, of course.
I can be your boy. Yeah, I'll be your boy.
My boy.
Wow. Goose Poop Alley. I had no idea that.
Only 6 months out of the year, and Aunt Geraldine stays with the new family. It's weird. I don't know how she does that.
So.
She was always a firecracker.
What?
Well, I mean, I have heard the stories, of course, as a longtime citizen of Calais. She is quite famous. Not that I have ever met her.
I mean, you mean firecracker because of her, giant red hair.
We. Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, the old McNally torch.
Wow. My wizard senses are tingling. Is there something you're not sharing with us, Robert? Is it related to the dinner?
You have found me out, mon ami. We have a great new dessert after the dinner that I am quite excited to show off. My chef learned it in the royal kitchens. He calls it baked Alaska.
That's a
Ooh.
dessert?
We.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of an
I do not know what this Alaska is. Perhaps you could fill us in, Bindale?
Oh, yes. It's a type of bear only found in cold areas. It's got very white fur and huge paws.
Fascinating.
Hands?
What do
Do
they like
bears
to
have
drink?
paws? Water.
How is it a dessert? I was under the impression that dessert was like a sweet endeavor, not necessarily a protein after the protein we've already indulged in.
They soak it in honey for 3 months.
Oh.
So the meat itself is incredibly sweet.
See, so I don't know if Valerian told you, but
No, don't worry. You'll be meeting Valerian soon. He's the other member of the adventuring party I recently hired. He has a goat.
yeah, and he told me about something from his like Far East culture. It's known as the communist poo, which is also about like a honey bear that is eaten. It's pretty good sounding.
Fascinating. So it's literal honey shit?
No, communist honey shit. Honey poo.
Right. It's poo, but honey?
You got it. You're hitting it on the nail on the head.
That doesn't sound very good.
Wait, did you say shit?
Poo.
Oh, no, not poo. Poo, not like... Wait, is that like a thing? You guys call shit poo?
We.
You...
The old poo-poo?
Oh, I thought it was like a euphemism. Maybe it's like moose tracks or... Have you ever had moose tracks?
I've seen moose tracks at the Great Northern Library.
So we're gonna... All right. There's a lot of German I'm sensing in here where there's no euphemisms or idioms. Okay, this makes much more sense.
I prefer to keep the idioms out on the street where they belong.
I think we might have accidentally let one in.
Ouch. How dare they talk about you? Wait, what's the servant's name? I forgot.
Edmund.
Edmund?
Everyone remembers Edmund's name.
This guy. You know, I come in here from Goose Poop Alley and, you know.
For all you know, Edmund could be your grandfather.
Wait, what? I don't...
That is rich, mon ami.
I don't... What?
Oh, just look how old he is, you know? Just kind of looks like you a little bit. His hair, well, it's mostly gone and white, but, you know, he has a nose.
You're right. He does have non-leprosy related features.
It's called a liver spot.
I've never been great with faces.
I noticed.
Or really people.
Please accept my apologies. I appear to have soiled myself.
See, Winnie the Pooh, or Communist the Pooh.
Wait. Doesn't that make the resemblance all the much stronger?
No, you're talking to Rez of the Lawful. I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Puddles of Goose Shit Alley?
No, I don't know who that is.
Huh. He looks so similar.
Yeah,
Ah, my little Puddles.
my little what?
What? Nothing?
Oh, okay.
Do you know Puddles
No.
of Goose Shit Alley?
How would I know these Puddles?
I don't know. You know a lot of people, Count Robert. You're the socialite.
I am the mayor.
Wait, you're the mayor?
Yes, we have established this.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
I
the
forgot
mayor.
about that.
You know, the horse, the mayor.
Shall I bring out your spoon collection, sir, to show it off? No, Edmund, that won't be necessary.
Those wouldn't happen to be McNally spoons, would they?
No, why would I have collection of McNally spoons? You're being silly, my boy.
Didn't you say you bought most of those from some young lady you were infatuated with?
No.
How old are you again, Reza?
Oh, I'm 27 on the day. It's my birthday.
Huh. Wait, it's your birthday?
I didn't want to like make a fuss, but I thought, hey, let's go to the villa, treat myself, put on these bread boxes, and skip
Happy
out.
birthday. Let me
Yeah, it's my birthday.
let me get you something real quick.
Yes. Happy birthday, sir.
Is that like a poof?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a broken blade, and it looks like it's covered in some sort of evil ichor. Wonder if it's cursed.
Oh, didn't you tell me you found that in another world, my friend?
Yes, it's a Hyperborean blade.
Ooh.
Well, a
I've
piece
met
of a Hyperborean blade.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I don't notice the tusks or it's like razor back, but
Hyperboreans were magical necromancers.
oh, I thought you meant like a hyperbore. Like a very fast hedgehog or something like that. That's cool though.
Boars and head.
Hyperbore.
Yeah, but
Like a boar that's on a lot of caffeine.
Oh, they go fast, yes?
Yeah.
it's anyway. It's a relic from another world.
Wow. I better not put this in my pocket. What do I do with you know what? I'll just put it in this nice new jacket I have.
Please be careful not to cut the seam.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
That's why you have an in-house tailor. Wait, are you the in-house tailor, Edmund?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
makes a lot of sense.
It's hard to do it with my hands still shaking like this.
Oh, don't worry, I have a cure for that. Kalala poof.
I feel so young and sprightly.
Yeah, we can see that. Wow. Wow, it's like looking at me.
Oh, good heavens!
You have 3 coattails, sir.
I'm so sorry. This hasn't happened in years.
And Large will do that to you.
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple beanstalks come around my aunt's house. They call them Tupperware parties.
And do you know the names of these men?
No, never. They're all named John for all I know.
Those bastards.
Anyway, we were talking about how you got your spoon collection about 27 years ago.
But who can remember where these things come from, mon ami?
Huh.
Mona me.
That's interesting.
Moan. Me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's cool. I never learned French, because of my very muted Irish accent.
Maybe I could teach you sometime.
Sure. I'm down, but I'm a hard learner, so. Yeah.
And maybe between lessons, we can go out into the garden and I can toss a ball and you can catch it.
I mean, I'm pretty badass at throwing things.
I'm so proud of you.
I've never been much of a catcher, so. Because no one's throwing stuff at me or to me.
Maybe that would be a good skill to develop then.
Why?
What if someone does throw something at you?
You just step aside.
What if you want to catch it and then throw it back and you say something cool like, it's all in the reflexes? Eh?
Yeah, but you could just
Count
look.
Robert, I seem to be absorbing your accent.
This is known to happen, my friend.
Look, man, if it's gonna break, I probably don't want it. But if you throw something at me and it's pretty sturdy, I can see that's well made. Go and pick it up. It's not like a thing that.
I believe in you. You can catch it.
What if it's like a Far East elf, like evil wizard, and you want to throw a knife at him?
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty badass throwing stuff at people.
But the only knife is the one he threw at you.
Are you predicting some future disagreement between yourself and Valerian?
This is completely hypothetical.
Yeah, I don't really.
Besides,
see
I would use my 4 demon bag to beat Valerian.
You have a demon bag?
Yes, the 4 demon bag.
The 4 demon bag. I'm sorry.
God, please, Master Bendel, not the 4 demon bag.
I'm very confused.
Not at the dinner table, not again.
But I'm sorry, Edmund. I need to know what is this?
It's a bag with 4 demons. You got wind, fire, earth, and water.
All those things.
Wow, with their powers combined, you could catch a knife from an old Eastern elf.
No, it doesn't make me more reflexes. I like throw it and it goes.
Okay. All right.
That's how we lost the last tailor. That's why I have to do it now.
Oh.
I was trying to hit the guy with the lightning and the little spinner things. Had a straw hat.
These are words and clues to a sentence that I don't know.
You know, it was like a kind of like a lightning god, maybe thunder.
I'm imagining
This is all references to
thunder
Big Trouble in Little China.
person.
All of it is just a big reference.
A thunder person. You know what? I actually, out of character real quick, I was thinking it was Thor, but with one of those like little rainbow beanie hats with the spinner.
Oh, the entire lead up to this has been a Big Trouble in Little China reference. The 4 demon bag, the Far East elf dark wizard having to catch the knife, so it's all in the reflexes.
Look, I know that you're trying to China-splain to me, Big Trouble in Little China, but I'm supposed to be the one that stops and tells you Jack Burton about, Chinese funerals and, Chinese handshakes.
Why? Is it because
how?
you're the Asian here?
No, I'm the limber thief.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
I've heard that the Chinese have a lot of hells.
Yep, but the worst one is when they strap you to a wall and dangling in front of you is a McNally spoon filled with Winnie the Pooh. Or communist poo. And you can't eat it.
Edmund, is dinner ever going to be ready?
Oh, yes. My apologies, sir. I just have to clean up this puddle quickly.
Is that one of yours?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay, cool.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Look, man, it happens to a lot of people. Not me. Not Reza the Lawful. Never Reza the Lawful. But yeah, man.
Now presenting the first course of the evening. Snails.
Oh, right. We're in France.
Oui, mon ami.
The only place with food worse than England.
Blood sausage, boyos! Ah! Stewed cabbage!
Oh, that takes me back, my friend. Takes me 27 years back.
To when you bought those spoons?
Don't be silly, mon ami.
From
Please enjoy the snails.
A young lady?
I grab the snail shells and I put them on my fingers. And then I click on the... Yeah. We call that playing McNally's or playing spoons, so...
Sharp noises have a tendency to disturb my bladder.
Didn't you just empty it?
It fills up very quickly.
Now I used this little tiny fork for the snails, right?
Yes.
It's okay.
Once you get past the texture, they have quite a nice taste, don't they, my friend? Try to relax. It makes it easier for you to swallow it and have it go down your throat. Mm-hmm. The longer you hold it in your mouth, the harder it becomes to swallow it, mon ami.
You know, I've just noticed something. Why don't you just carry a hourglass? Then you can use that as just to help you out.
We tried that, but he could not remember how long the hourglass kept the time for.
Whoa.
He could not remember if it was a 1 hour hourglass or a 1 minute hourglass.
I'm a dumb kid from the streets, but let me get this straight. He can see that a sun is rising and setting.
Oui?
He has an encyclopedic knowledge of all things that he's ever read.
Oui?
But he cannot remember if an hourglass is an hour, a minute, or any other.
Well, it's not so much that I can't remember. It's that I don't really have a concept of how long it takes to begin with. I just kind of, I know that all time is completely circular and that everything we're doing has already happened and will happen again.
Is it because of clocks and the shape of the sun and the moon that it's circular?
No.
Oh, well, then sounds like you got a better grasp of time than I do.
Well, you see, I became one with time.
I
Very
don't
briefly.
need to hear about your romantic relationships with,
Father Time?
Did they make you call him Big Daddy? Or make you call him Big Ben?
Well,
Big Ben,
at
Tennessee.
first, and then he became Baby New Year's.
Oh my,
And that was-
I do not know.
That was really weird.
Yep.
And then he was like, change my diaper.
All right now, Master Bindo.
that is
No,
a
Edmund, you're fine.
wow. I have no other personified references to time I can think of. That's crazy. Is that it? Did we exhaust all of them?
I heard that the time likes to associate with a gentleman named Morris Day.
That is true. That is true.
Who is this Morris Day you speak of?
Oh, you don't know Morris Day in the motherfucking Times?
Did they play a superhero?
Kind of. They were referenced in a person that's associated with superheroes.
You are a superhero to me, Reza.
It's cool.
Sorry.
What's happening, Robert? Does this have something to do with those spoons that you refused to show us?
No. What could spoons have to do with anything, mon ami?
Bindel.
Other than being a convenient eating utensil.
Well, are you actually asking, or are you...
Is the next course almost ready?
Look, he's French. That's just how they are. They're super supportive and loving. But the thing is, I'm completely oblivious to that. So,
Well, we could explore the idea logically.
I don't think there is logic to just, having some sort of emotion or support or adoration to a stranger.
I mean the relation between the spoons and 27 years ago.
Here's your main course, sirs. Pasta in squid ink sauce.
Ooh. I hear it's pretty good. I've never had it myself, but I've read a book about it.
What kind of pasta is it?
In the book, the guy who ate it got upset at another guy who is... No. The guy who ate it was a foreigner, and some local guy got upset at him. And then they ended up being friends, and then the guy died.
Would you like some wine with that, sir?
Hold on. Now, I know I'm not a big egghead like old Bindel over there, but I'm going to take a bite of the pasta and the squid ink. Then I'm going to drink a bunch of water. I'm going to go see if it changes my pee a different color. All right. Just give me 5 minutes. Zip. Puzzles time. Okay.
Not right here at the table, surely.
Oh, no. I'm back.
Well, you have to understand, he didn't have a father to teach him any table etiquette.
I'm so sorry.
His mother also, as you know, was not around.
What? Sorry.
Edmund, did you fall over again?
Boonk.
I'm fine, sir. I just broke my hip.
Oh, I know a cure for that. Calalapoof.
Oh, my hip hasn't felt this flexible in 50 years.
I'll be honest, it's just repeated use of charm person, and I'm telling him he feels fine.
I haven't felt this sprightly since I was 100.
You're bleeding from every orifice in your face.
Oh, that happens sometimes.
I keep forgetting what
They're called
century is
capillaries.
this. That's true. Okay. Well, if you're cool with it.
Just going to lay down on the fainting sofa for a moment.
Don't you have some leeches or something? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's cool.
Do you want me to get the leeches?
No, I shouldn't have mentioned it because you get all crazy with the leeches.
You can put them on.
Okay. So, because you have the famous leech circus. It's like a flea circus,
No,
but with
it's
leeches.
in the backyard.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's right where the gateway to Yeen opened.
Yeah. The gateway to Een?
Yeen.
Was that where you killed the questing beast? Yeah, I think that's where it
It is where I killed the questing beast.
That's cool. I heard about that flesh garden, though.
The Flarden?
Yeah. I was really hyped to see a dick bush.
I feel like this is all getting us off track of
Yeah, it
the
totally
story
is, yeah.
of what happened 27 years ago.
I was very surprised when Bindel took his friends into the Rose Garden, and only 2 of them came back, and they looked in pretty bad shape.
Oh, is that because Bindel's a new friend? And you don't know his reputation for... You'll know him by his...
I never thought he could get into so much trouble in the Rose Garden.
You should have seen the emus. They were huge.
The what?
The emus.
Aren't those like a young people that? Like
yeah, with the hair.
Yes.
Wait, is it emus?
Is it amuse?
How do you say it properly?
Are you thinking of amuse bouche when you have all the ingredients prepared?
Amuse bouche. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emus, the big bird.
With the...
It's like
A big bird, the friendly yellow bird.
yeah,
that
with
is-
this invisible friend.
no, they're like maybe 4.5 feet tall.
I have not traveled that far outside of...
It's kind of like a cassowary, but
That's another word that's new.
ostrich.
Okay.
Not as big as an ostrich,
Okay.
but close.
All right. I've learned nothing, but I'll just nod my head and go with it.
Edmund, can you please pour the wine?
Ah, I can do that. The Cala LaPouf. Oh, look at it go.
Hey.
Splendid! What an amusing parlor trick. Can you make it stop? It's still pouring in. That wine is quite expensive.
Cala LaPouf. Oh, God, now there's two of them. We have to fight them. We have to fight the wine bottles.
What?
I must call my servants to arms.
Okay.
Edmund!
Give me the dagger.
What?
Give me the dagger.
Okay, here's the butter knife.
This'll do. You have to hit him with the stem. Ka-cha! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I've got my battle axe, sir.
Good thing your hip feels good.
Oh, he did it. Look at that. He cut it right in half. Oh, he knocked that one on the table. I don't even think that one was animated.
What?
Oh, there he goes. He fell over. The axe is stuck in the floor now.
Tale as old as time.
Well, we did it. We killed the wine bottles.
That's great.
You can see their blood spilling out on the floor.
Their wine spilling
I
out.
solved the problem of them overflowing your glass.
It was so expensive.
I think you were supposed to drink quicker than they pour.
But this is a fine wine. You have
Watch,
to
I'll show you.
savor.
Ew. That was a phlegmy burp.
Very flammé.
I think that was a snail coming back up. Because I definitely ate that snail from earlier.
Oh, you still
They
taste
do
it?
that when you are still new to eating them.
Yeah.
Really? That's an actual thing that I didn't just make up. There we go. That's the burp that was supposed to be.
Did you just summon that? Like, you totally just summoned. That sounds like a haunted bottle of wine I once heard from a dwarf.
Oh, I can still remember when he was a young boy and Bindel first mastered the spell of summoning burps from the gas plane. It was his favorite spell.
It was my first spell ever.
Whoa. That's cool.
Edmund, is your leg okay? It's kind of bent at an unusual angle.
I'll be honest, I can't actually cure him.
It's okay. I lost the ability to feel pain 20 years ago.
We should send him to the other person, Petra or whatever.
The other person.
Yeah.
She's been with you for so long.
She lives down there too.
I don't like associating with members of the new faith.
Me neither.
The religious right?
You know, those Christians. I can still remember the good old days when they used to get fed to lions when I was a little boy.
Oh, yes, he's from ancient Rome.
Man, you look good for 1,400 years old.
I don't feel a day over 600.
That's actually about 1,620.
I always forget what So 16th century?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, well, I mean, sure, they did it 200 years after, right? Like, they're kind of like the, what is it called? The hipsters of torture, of killing Christians. Hey, man, you want to do that Spanish Inquisition new wave? Well, screw that noise. Lions.
I remember those damn social justice types. So you can't feed the Christians to the lions. You can't just throw them in the Colosseum because of their religious beliefs. And then that damn emperor, who turned out to be one of them,
Yeah.
made everything worse.
Yeah, I remember my ancient Uncle Ben telling me about how there was a PETA group that would like support the lions, and they would throw blood on the Christians. They're like, "Don't feed the lions," and they were like, "Well, how are we supposed to feed the lions? They won't eat anything else but Christians." So
That's right, we raised them on Christians' meat.
yeah,
Solely Christian meat.
yeah, it's like koalas and eucalyptus that became like a symbiotic. You know, it's just cruel to the lions.
You know about koalas, but you don't know about ostriches?
Yeah, I'm not a bird guy. What's wrong with you?
No, I didn't realize you only knew about bears.
Uh-huh. That's why I was completely on board with you when you were talking about the honey bear meat.
Yes, honey bear meat.
Speaking of which, Edmund, is the dessert ready?
Big Alaskan.
I'll go check.
So, I want to circle back around to the spoon thing. I've been thinking about it. And I feel like the only reason you'd have a full set of those spoons is if you liked the lady selling them to you.
I am French, mon ami. We like many ladies.
Enough to, do the thing with them? Maybe have a bastard child that you don't talk about?
That is quite a jump in logic, mon ami.
Maybe one that you want to play ball with?
I have always worn the peasant sleeve when...
You secretly keep track of and know that they live in Goose Shit Alley 6 months out of the year?
And I suppose that I secretly moved here just to be closer to him as well, right, mon ami? Such preposterous theory.
Wait, where are you actually from? Paris?
I have spent some time in Paris.
So, when did you first come to Calais? Was it 27 years ago?
Jeez.
What a strangely specific amount of time to pick, mon ami. I'm not sure what you are driving at.
Sorry, let me be more specific. 27 years, 9 months ago?
Is it common for people to get ladled like once and then quit? Like, I don't keep a poonhound journal. Like, if I dipstick my thingy bobs in some poor fishmonger's mouth, then I don't be like, oh dear diary.
You don't need a journal for a thing you've done one time.
That's what I was asking about. One time. That's it?
I was assuming for you it was a joke.
Now presenting dessert, the baked Alaska.
Oh, this isn't what I thought it was at all.
It's a fish.
Edmond, why are you smoking? I put it a little too far back in the oven. I had to crawl in to retrieve it.
We're actually laughing in character.
Oh, stupid Edmund.
You smell good.
You do smell really good.
Thank you. It's a byproduct of the fact that all my blood turned to dust years ago.
I hear that happens when you become immortal. Been working on that myself, you know.
It gives me that nice sandalwood aroma.
Sandalwood. Yeah. Good
So,
spoon.
this dinner was delicious, Count Robert.
Oh, thank you, mon ami. I am always happy to have you join me for dinner. And Reza, you are welcome to come by anytime. Anytime at all. I have a spare guest room just waiting. If you ever need a place to stay, or if you just want to perhaps read some books in the study together. Not together, of course. I'm not a weirdo. I don't want to read you a book. I mean, you can read the book, and I will sit on the other side of the room and also read a book. There's not many things to do for fun
you know
in
what?
this century.
No, you're right. I'll go home and I'll ask my dad, like, if he's down to, cause like he'd really like this place. My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, my father. My
Your father?
yeah. I have like a dad.
What?
Yeah. You don't know Count McNally?
Count McNally?
Yeah. I'm doing the whole thing because it's like a test to be worthy of the McNally name.
I don't understand.
I know what it sounds like is like, my mom and she sold spoons, but that was a legal separation. Years later, I'd find out that I was the son of a count. And then he would challenge me to. This is very plot heavy, and I apologize for the bad improv. But
I'm so confused.
Wait. So, is he a count of disgrace, or are you actually really wealthy and he's making you try and live on
Yep.
your own?
you got it.
Which one?
You can have a little column A and column B. Oh yeah.
Okay. This is quite the shocker. Why do you have bread boxes for shoes? If your family's wealthy.
Honestly, it was kind of freeing not being around all those puffy blowhards. You know, I saw suffering in the streets, and I thought, you know what? I can't just sit here living in my lavish luxury and know that out there at Goose Poop Alley, there's people not getting enough sleep from all the honking. So I became one of them, and you know what? It's better. People here, when they smile at you, they really smile at you.
That's because of all the drugs that they're hopped up on to try and fall asleep because of the goose hump.
Positivity. Exactly.
Well, Count Robert, I guess you have to keep looking. I thought this was the one. That's why I organized this whole dinner. You thought I wanted to bring him over here?
Well, wait. It's my birthday.
I didn't know that.
Happy birthday, you son of a bitch. I'll be in my room.
Well, maybe if we get the time cube working again, we can go back 27 years and you can change things.
Now, Geraldine, she was a huge whore. Like, big old slut.
If you get the time cube working, Master Bindel, can you send me back to ancient Rome?
No, it would create a time paradox.
But I could fix things.
Look, you don't get to try and fix 1,600 years of life.
I could
At best, the
make
time
things
cube's
right.
got like a 30-year thing.
Oh,
Wait. Are you trying to not become immortal?
what? No. I want to.
Because I can end you right now.
Bindel, please.
No, that wasn't a threat. I was trying to offer you the sweet release of death, Edmund. Anyway,
I can't die until I see you married, my boy.
Wow. You're going to live a really long time. Anyway, let's get you back home, Reza.
Oh, okay.
Puddles?
Reza for now, but I mean, I did kind of just take you up on your offer on one of those books.
He's already gone. He went to his room.
I meant Edmund.
No. Edmund's not in charge here. I'm taking you home.
No, but
You can't stay here.
what? Why would you just invite someone and then throw them out?
Because I thought you were his son.
Where would you get that idea?
I'll explain it on the way back. Now get out.
Wait, real quick. Is there any way I can see those spoons?
I could bring the spoon collection out, Master Bindel.
He's the spoon thief.
But I thought he leaves spoons.
Yes, but where do you think he gets the spoons to leave?
I've already disappeared and found some spoons, and I've left the manor.
Well, you now have no spoons, Edmund. And I mean no spoons. He takes them all.
But You worked so hard to convince Count Robert to give this job to me. I can't tell him all the spoons are gone.
I'll take the fall for it.
Where's my old leather armor? My thieves' gear. I'll get them back.
Oh, I thought we put this part of your life behind you. Well, maybe we'll hear more about it next time on, what are we calling this segment? Table Talk? Tavern Time? Dorker Deeds?
Edmund in a catsuit.
Dumb Dribble?
Dumb dribble? Jeez, you really peaked just now.
Thanks for listening, everyone. And if you enjoyed it, hey, leave us an iTunes review. That'd be great.
To send us a message on Twitter. I don't know what Twitter is, but I keep hearing that all the kids use it, and I just want to be included.
Hashtag eat lions. Wait, hashtag eat lions.
Hashtag eat lions.
Yep. Nope. Hashtag eat lions.
That does it for today's episode of Dorker Realms. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly of all, tune in next week.